and thank you for joining us. My name is Tracy Curley. I am the superintendent here in the Fall River Public Schools. I want to thank you for being here. I want to recognize, to begin, our Mayor, Paul Coogan, as well as School Committeeman, Mr. Colin Dias, and thank them for being with us here this afternoon. As you know, today marks a very special moment for the Fall River Public Schools as we officially launch Pace on the Go in this RV. This project represents what happens really when this lofty idea, this really big idea, and some hard work and community partnership come together. I really want to thank South Coast Health for what we understand and acknowledge as extraordinary generosity in donating this RV that has made Pace on the Go possible in this way. I want to recognize, of course, our PACE director, Miss Cynthia Kudo, and her entire team for bringing this to life. But in particular, I want to recognize Dawn Monis, because she was really just such a big part over the course of the last year in making this possible for all of us. Additionally, Assistant Superintendent Dr. Amy Bronhard and our Chief Operating Officer, Mr. Ken Pacheco, and all of our partners and funders who made the transformation of this vehicle into really just a one-of-a-kind opportunity for the Fall River Public Schools. With Pace on the Go, we plan to meet families right where they are and to provide more equitable access to resources and really make a difference in the lives of students and their caregivers. For us, this is really what equity and engagement look like in our community. I want to thank everyone who turned this idea into a reality, because together we are building stronger schools and stronger communities. At this point, I'd like to invite our Mayor, Paul Coogan, up to say a few words. Thank you.
Thank you, Superintendent. This again is very special for the city of Fall River. We have a large landmass, and having this Pace on the Go up van to go down to Sunset Hill, Maple Gardens, Globe Four Corners, and meet the parents and their students where they are to get them registered in our schools is a great thing. We did the same thing with a mobile library a couple of years ago. It still works out fabulously. I think this is a key asset to the Fall River Public Schools, and I want to congratulate Superintendent Tracy Curley and her team, which includes all of her assistant superintendents, and especially Cynthia Kudo, who helped put this together. As everyone knows, I'm the one that brought Cynthia into the Fall River school system. She was running around over there in those woods, and I found her, and we hired her as a counselor, and she was absolutely 5 stars with me. I know she's doing a 5-star job at the Parent Center, and I all congratulations and kudos to the whole staff. This is a great day, and it's very, very important, so thank you all for coming out.
I'm afraid of the woods, just for the record. Hi, I'm Cynthia Kudo. I'm Director of Parent and Community Engagement. With having a social work background, this is absolutely a passion of mine to give back to our community and build our future up by providing our students with their needs right where they are at. About 2 years ago, as we often do, get together and brainstorm on how we can improve what we are already doing. My admin assistant said, I wish we had a van and we could just, have all our supplies in there and just go into the communities, not need tents and, all these supplies that we were carrying from place to place. And I remember looking at her yeah, what a pipe dream that is. It would be awesome. Throughout the next year, we often joked about it, if only we had that van. About a year ago, I came across a grant that sounded like it might help support this idea. So we reached out to South Coast Health, initially Stephanie Perry, who got me connected with Allison Labert and her staff. And we told them what we were interested in, and they came back, and not only did they not want to sell it to us, but they offered to donate it to us. So that was absolutely a highlight of my career. So eternally grateful for that. And then the next year just turned into us, I applied for another grant to rewrap it, rebrand it, and just go through it all to make sure mechanics was fine. And now here we are today. one of the things that has been like a big passion of ours is working with families who don't speak English, who have no transportation, and really getting those services out there next to their homes so that, we're there with everything we need for them, get their students ready for school and on time. So this is going to make that possible for us. This project took off, and earlier this year, we started talking to EMS, who's currently offering a vaccine clinic here, and we're in the process of potentially expanding those services. Those services would include physicals and sick visits for our students, in addition to the vaccines, and that's something that our community needs greatly. So being able to do that in our students' communities, in the backyards, is pretty amazing. In addition to that, we'll continue to offer our registration on the go, application support for Mass Health, SNAP benefits, referrals for any services in the community. All of that will be done out of this in the community. And as we identify needs, the ever-changing needs of our community, we'll be adding every year, as we have for the past 7 years in this position. We definitely never want to stay stagnant, and we hope that more and more partners will partner with us to bring more and more services through this van. We're absolutely open to sharing with our community partners and offer these services through this vehicle. And so thank you, South Coast, thank you so much for your generosity. And I'm going to invite Amy Bronhardt, our Assistant Superintendent.
Thanks, Cindy. Just to add a little bit, over the last couple of years, the Fall River Public Schools has really championed the motto, Show Up FRPS. And I believe that this van is just a testament of the ways in which our community shows up for us, and then will enable us to continue to show up for our community in different ways. And so we thank South Coast. It cannot go again without being said to thank Mrs. Kudo, along with the entire team down at the Parent and Community Engagement Center, because as with everything, it's a team that gets this work done, not any one individual. But without every member of the team, we would not be here today. So thank you to South Coast, thank you to Mrs. Kudo, and thank you to PACE for continuing to show up with all the different requests that come so that we can be forever changing and responsive to the needs of our changing community.
Next, we'd like to invite Marissa Pillay from the Community Health and Wellness Department at South Coast Health.
Good afternoon, everyone. Very excited to be here today. So South Coast was honored to be able to donate this resource van. The wrapping came out incredible. We always want to support our community partners. This is another example of how we can support the Fall River Public Schools, the staff, the students, and their families. And we look forward to hearing about the stories that hopefully this will be provided to our family, our friends, our neighbors here in Fall River. And listening to everyone talk, it's just such a testament of when you have big ideas and you can work together and what happens with that. It's incredible. South Coast Health and both PACE, our mission is to meet our community members where they are to provide a healthier community. So thank you all.
Please join us for a tour of the RV, and then inside for refreshments sponsored by Guardian Home Healthcare. Thank you all.